meeting with the press, in fact. That's how we've called it, because that's what we want to do before we continue the communication process with Bank One, and we extend what we're going to be presenting today to all the others in Mauritius. It's a wonderful project. You will learn all about it in a minute through the CEO of Bank One, and also through the Mauritius Wildlife Foundation, and they will be telling you all about it, giving you the finer details of this project, which will blend banking with CSR and, of course, preservation of our species, of which the kestrel is obviously very symbolic, and the mythic rejuvenation of the species, which has been going on for several decades now. On the table next to me we have Monsieur Ravneet Chaudhary, who is the CEO of Bank One. To his left we have Monsieur Vikash Tataya. You know him very well. He's the Conservation Director for the MWF. And of course, on the right of Mr. Chaudhary, we have Jean-Hugues Dardenne, who is the fundraising and the communications manager for the MWF. And then completely on the left here, we have Ali Asghar Mahmoud, who is the marketing and communication director of Bank One. And of course, normally I should have started with her, but we have this lovely lady called Priya Herdewar on your left and my right here, who is the chairperson of the CSR committee of Bank One. So without further ado, I'd like to pass on the mic to Mr. Ravneet Chaudhary, who is the CEO of Bank One, for his introductory speech. Mr. Chaudhary, the floor is yours.
I see. Thank you very much. Well, I don't have such a loud voice as his, but do I need to use the mic, or there's no need really? Okay, great. Firstly, I think distinguished members of the Mauritian Wildlife Foundation, members of the print and press and radio and television, Bank One colleagues, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon and a very warm welcome to all of you, though the weather doesn't favor us these days. On behalf of Bank One, I'm delighted to greet you for the launch of the new Crestel Visa prepaid card, which will enrich our range of payment cards in the bank. We have been a pioneer for a lot of the cards that were launched earlier, and we feel that the Crestel card will be another pioneering product for us. As you may have noticed, Bank One has embarked on a rebranding exercise to emerge as one of the key players in the market and to enhance our visibility. Not only has this translated into a new logo, which you can see out here, and corporate colors. We moved away a little bit from an orange to a more gray and deeper orange. It comes across more as red, actually. And we're also working on our product lines and working on enhancing our customer service so as to position Bank One as one of the leading banks on the island. That's our key objective, to be one of the leading banks on the island. Our present and future customers should also feel this change across all lines of our domestic business, which entails a younger, fresher, and more vibrant service, which we hope will surpass the expectations. Now, we have two very strong shareholders. We have the CIL Group, which is based in Mauritius, and you all know the CIL Group. And we also have INM, which is a Kenyan group, banking group with operations in Kenya, Tanzania, and Rwanda. So basically, we are really the only domestic bank in Mauritius to have a real presence in Africa on the ground. And we are strategically positioned to benefit from the vast African continent and the vast potential that it offers us here in Mauritius. And our aim, as I said, is to reach the top 5 rank in profitability in the banking sector over the next 3 years. Now, what about the Crestel Visa prepaid card and Bank One? Today's launch is a step towards our goal, and we are proud to share with you the theme and some of the features of the new Crestel Visa prepaid card. The theme of the mystic Mauritian Crestel bird for this new prepaid card has been a very deliberate and carefully planned choice, as it fits in perfectly into our philosophy of giving back to society in which we operate. And as Bank One, as we grow during this journey, we hope to contribute even more significantly, both in this area and in other areas where we can make a difference. I'd really like to thank the Mauritian Wildlife Foundation, whose members are here today, for having spared no effort to help us make this idea a reality. As we may know a little bit about the history of the kestrel, after having been saved from extinction in the 1970s, it has had a very successful recovery path. And thanks to the relentless efforts of the Mauritius Wildlife Foundation, their team and the scientific director, Dr. Carl Jones, who was the winner of the prestigious Indianapolis Prize for 2016, which are really the Oscars of the conservation world. Our interest in this venture is to help the Mauritian Wildlife Foundation to ensure that the present kestrel population remains at sustainable levels, so as we continue to save one of the unique symbols of the Mauritian fauna. We don't want to go back to a situation where there's a crisis with this again. But then we're doing this for our present and future generations to enjoy. Our friends of the MWF present on my side will delight us with a more detailed presentation of their work during the course of this meeting, and you can have a look at that. I think also very importantly, the Kestrel Visa prepaid card feeds into the environmental and commercial philosophy of Bank One, as it epitomizes our core values around sustainability and good governance. I think sustainability is becoming more and more important for us, and we will be doing a lot more on sustainability as well in time to come. And we also want to make sure that these values are not just empty words, but real life objectives, which we need to bring to fruition. And we are aiming that our legacy will be a fruitful one for all the stakeholders and Mauritians at large. Now, the Bank One Kestrel Visa card, I'd like to explain some of its features. So for every card that's sold for 150 rupees, we're going to give 100 rupees towards the Mauritius Kestrel Conservation Project. And each card holder, apart from getting a prepaid card, will be automatically participating in their efforts towards conservation of the kestrel. So I think it's a two-pronged approach, and I think it benefits everybody. And the unique feature of the Bank One Kestrel prepaid card is that this is the first prepaid card in Mauritius which is going to have a nil load fee. So if you put in 500 rupees, you get 500 rupees. So that's the good feature of this card. Now, Visa is an important partner for us, and Visa has co-sponsored this project with us. And through the Visa affiliation, Bank One Kestrel prepaid cards offers worldwide access to 30 million sales outlets and 2 million ATMs. Also, online shopping is gaining ground in Mauritius, and especially the younger generation is very keen on online shopping. And for the tech-savvy online shoppers, the Kestrel card again becomes a great medium to sort of use to do online purchases. Now, the above features which our new Kestrel prepaid card carry will appeal to our customer base, and largely to the younger generation, we hope, and who will appreciate the zero loading fee factor, which is also contributing to a worthy cause, such as the protection of the kestrel bird. Now, as a further gesture of our commitment towards the protection of the Mauritius kestrel, Bank One will remit a first check of 200,000 rupees from our CSR fund to MWF to kickstart our collaboration. So we're not going to wait for cards to be sold and the money to be collected. We're going to start by putting 200,000 rupees into the effort straight away. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, if you've been following the recent happenings on Facebook, you may come across a photo contest that we are currently conducting at Bagatelle Mall with a prize of 25,100 rupees. And I'm pleased to announce that the contest in the first element of our launch campaign for the Bank One Kestrel Visa prepaid card, with the objective of raising public awareness towards the protection of the Mauritian kestrel. The contest will run until 17th July at midnight, and good luck to the participants and the winner. I thank you all for your presence and your support in bringing this worthy project to fruition and giving it the visibility that it deserves, so that we can ensure the success of the kestrel conservation program and ensure its longer term viability. Thank you very much for your attention.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Mr. Chaudhary. So 100 rupees on every card goes to the fund and goes towards the kestrel, and then zero loading fee.